Hey folks, welcome back to the Play School. My name is Phil, still. Today we've got a new song, a new guitar song that we're going to put onto piano. It's Photograph by Ed Sheeran. Now this is a great track. It's a hugely popular track at the time of recording this. It's got like 2.5 billion streams on Spotify, which makes it pretty popular. It's only got 4 chords, which makes it nice for us. So as ever, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the chords. We're going to talk a little bit about rhythm. We're going to talk about the structure. And then at the end, there's going to be a couple of extra tricks just to make it sound really, really awesome. Okay, let's go. Okay, everybody's favorite bit. We're going to talk about the key signature. This is in the key of E, which goes E, F sharp, G sharp, A and B, C sharp, D sharp and E. So it's like 2 black notes, 2 white notes, 2 black notes, and then at E's. Okay, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp and D sharp. This scale is not going to come up directly in our piece today, but all of the notes from the only 4 chords that we're going to use are going to come from the notes that we just played in that scale. So if your fingers are kind of used to them, it makes the movements between them a little bit easier. Okay? Enough theory, let's talk chords. Our first chord is E. E, G sharp and B. Skip the F sharp, skip the A. What we're going to do is take the E from the bottom and put it on the top. First inversion, you're going to invert the chord. And there's your first chord. As ever, this is going to come with an E in the bass. Actually, for the intro here, I'm going to put it right there. Okay, second chord, C sharp minor. For this intro section, we're kind of going to like fall down the chords. It has this feeling of like, oh, next chord down, and that's going to teach us the 4 chords that we need to know. So E down to C sharp minor, which is C sharp, E and G sharp. C sharp, skip D sharp, play E because we're in the key signature, skip F sharp and play G sharp. There we go. Now you'll notice we've already got our thumb on that G sharp. We've actually got our pinky on the E up here. So all we need to do is change that middle note from B to C sharp. Okay. Now our next chord, as we continue to fall down, is going to be a B. This is an adjacent chord, no shared notes. We're just going to drop everything down by 1 note within the key signature. So G sharp goes to F sharp, C sharp goes to B, and E goes to D sharp. So we end up with this move to there. Okay. And lastly, we're going to drop from B down to A. And again, these are adjacent chords, so no shared notes. We're just going to move everything down by 1 note. B goes to A, F sharp to E, B to A, D to C sharp. Which makes those 3 chords, C sharp, B, and A, what I call top heavy chords, meaning that there's 1 note which your thumb is playing kind of stuck out a little bit further away down from your 2 notes which are kind of 1 note apart, right? So this isn't as obvious in a key of E like this because we've got so many black notes going on, but it is the same shape. F sharp stuck out on its own, B and D sharp up here, E stuck out on its own, A and C sharp here. Okay, so this kind of position with your hand where you can feel that kind of difference in the gaps is going to really help you find those chords. So that's our intro, let's play it. Okay, a quick note on the rhythm, this little kind of pulsating goes on through the whole piece. I'm going to try and pick that out as best we can. And in this part, okay, and we can keep this all the way through into the verse. We're going to play that once through for our intro, and then another twice through for the verse. Okay, so after the verse, we've got our pre-chorus. Now, we finish our verse on an A here, and we're going up to feel like we're kind of in a minor key temporarily for this pre-chorus, which means we're going to go to C sharp. Ordinarily, I'd be telling you that the best thing to do here, because we've got C sharp and E, is just to move down to here. But actually, because this is the start of a new section, there are for two reasons. What I'm going to do is advise you to play it here. C sharp, E and G sharp. They're the same places we played it before. Because I kind of want it to sound a little bit like this introduction and verse chord sequence. And also, the order in which the 4 chords come for this pre-chorus here, this is going to say something better. Okay, so we've gone, now we're into the pre-chorus, C sharp minor. Okay, now the main thing to bear in mind here is that these chords are going to come twice as fast as they did in all of the other sections actually. So C sharp, and then A, really nice change this. You can see the A under there, which means your thumb's going to be on it, which means A, skip one, play one, skip one, play one, gives us a root position A chord, right? And then from here, we need an E. Now these, like I say, these changes, we're not moving adjacently, so there's always something which we can keep, and we've got to keep it, right? So this is the E, it's in your pinky, and we're in a root position, evenly spaced chord. We're going to expand down to there. So that's C sharp minor, A, and then E. And then the very last chord is a B of this pre-chorus. We've got your finger on a B in the middle. We're going to rotate round from our bottom heavy chord to a top heavy chord. Okay, all chords we've met before, just in a different order. So let's play them one more time. The chorus. So for the chorus, we're just going to scramble those chords up again. We're going to go back into a sequence that's kind of based in the major chord of E. So we were there, and we've come from E actually, and all we're going to do is go straight back to it. And then we're going to go back to our B chord again. So this pivot move has been really useful to us here, right? Okay. Then we are going to skip adjacently up. So we went from C sharp minor to B earlier on. Now we're going to go from B back up to C sharp minor. So everything goes up by 1. Yeah, remaining within the key signature. It's just from B there to C sharp, E, G sharp there. And the last chorus chord is an A. As you might remember, C sharp to A, nice and simple. The A is just hiding under there. There it is. Okay. And these, they're going to go around just the once the first time, but they will go back to being 2 measures long. So you'll count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your chorus. Okay, so the last section we need to talk about chords wise is this little kind of bridge interlude that comes after the double chorus, which is like the second chorus. Okay, and so we've come out of, so there's that C sharp minor that we used before, and we're just going to follow that C sharp, A, E, B that we were doing before, but we're just going to play it for twice as long. Wait for me to come home. And there you are. So let's talk about some structure. So structurally, again, this song it's a pop song, right? We've got our intro, We've got a verse, we've got a pre-chorus, we've got a chorus. We have a little mini intro, like, so after that first chorus, play 2 measures of that E chord just before, and we just kind of wait there before we go in. So that's that, kind of call that mini intro. Okay, so that's intro, verse, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, mini intro, verse, pre-chorus, double chorus. Then we do the little interlude section that we just learned, and then we're into our outro. So let's talk about the ending. Okay, so at the end, essentially here, what we've got is a triple chorus. Okay, 2 normal choruses, different lyrics every time, pretty much for the chorus, I think, in this, and followed by a 3rd chorus, which is a quiet chorus. I love a quiet chorus. So let's assume we've finished chorus number 2. To remember here is that we do not resolve. Whisper through the phone for me to come home. And that's the end. Okay, so a couple of extra little things we can do to make this sound even better and even more like Ed Sheeran. First of all, at the beginning we have these chords. Okay, now what we want to really pick out here is the kind of the guitar riff, and that is going to go like this. I would think about it as 2 groups of notes. We've got this one and then this one. Okay, and they fit very nicely underneath our E chord hand position, right? Now, what Ed Sheeran does quite cleverly here is he takes advantage of the fact that chords, notes within the key signature, blend very nicely with chords, even if they're not technically the right notes for the chord. He uses it to great effect here. And so we are going to play that riff over and over again and remain using our bass notes from the intro. So that would be E, C sharp minor, B, and A. Still sounds really nice. Oops. And that is where you would stop to go into your first verse. So that's the first thing. Give that a try. Now, the second thing I want you to talk about, this is just a little fun thing we can do to really pick out that melodic line in the chorus. All we're going to do, it's kind of like a suspension, which we talked about in another video. We're going to hang on to our E. When you inside the pocket of your okay. We're actually going to play 2 chords at the beginning of the B measure. The first one is going to be an E again. Yeah, and that is just going to it's going to mirror a little extra note that is held on the guitar, and also in the melody of the vocals, which is going to really help that stand out. You can have fun. Any questions or comments, you know what to do. I will see you next time.